A baby monkey sits alone in a zoo in Japan. He's small, too small to be by himself, but wrapped in his arms is a stuffed orangutan, an oversized, soft, bright orange plushie. The monkey holds on to the stuffed orange orangutan tightly, as if life depended on it. This is Punch, a Japanese macaque, born at Ichikawa City Zoo, Japan. He was abandoned by his mother the day he was born. He had no friends, no family. The other monkeys wanted nothing to do with him. Seeing this lonely, isolated baby monkey, the zookeepers gave him a stuffed orangutan toy. Within days, videos of this baby monkey clinging to a stuffed animal spread across the internet. Millions of people watching, sharing, and commenting about this beautiful Punch. To understand why the world is obsessed with this little monkey, we need to go back to the beginning. Punch, or Panchi-kun, as he's known in Japan, was born on July 26, 2025, at the Ichikawa City Zoo. It's a small, quiet zoo in Chiba Prefecture, just outside Tokyo. His mother was a first-time mom, and unfortunately, she just wasn't interested. According to the zoo staff, this can happen with inexperienced mothers who struggle to bond with their newborns. It's heartbreaking, but it's not uncommon in the animal world. So, the very next day, zookeepers stepped in. They started bottle feeding him, giving him milk around the clock. Two dedicated caretakers essentially became his parents. They kept him warm. They kept him fed. They kept him alive. For months, Punch only knew humans. He never learned how to vocalize like other macaques. He didn't pick up on monkey social cues. He smelled different because he'd been living with people, not other monkeys. Even his fur looked a little different. In other words, Punch was alive, but he was growing up completely outside the world he was supposed to belong to, and that was about to become a real problem. The zookeepers knew that Punch needed some kind of comfort, something soft, something warm, something he could hold on to. Baby macaques in the wild cling to their mothers almost constantly. It's how they feel safe, but unfortunately, Punch didn't have that luxury. So the zookeepers gave him a stuffed animal, a plush orangutan toy, a regular old stuffed toy you could buy at Ikea for about 20 bucks. It's called the Die Dschungelskog, if you're curious. Punch latched on immediately to the plush toy. He carried it with him everywhere, dragged it around the enclosure during the day, curled up with it when he slept, wrapped its little Velcro arms around himself like it was hugging him back. The zookeepers started calling it his surrogate mother. The internet has now started calling it the Oran Mama. Now, it's still a stuffed toy though. It can't feed Punch. It can't teach him how to be a monkey. It can't protect him. But for Punch, it didn't matter. This plushie was the one thing in his world that never rejected him, never scolded him, never walked away. It was his only source of comfort, and he wasn't letting go. But comfort is one thing, belonging is another, and Punch was about to face his biggest challenge yet. On January 19th, 2026, the zookeepers made a big decision. It was time for Punch to meet the family. Ichikawa City Zoo has what they call Monkey Mountain, an enclosure with around 60 Japanese macaques, a full troop. And if Punch was ever going to live a normal life as a monkey, he needed to be part of it. So they introduced him. Now, Punch is 6 months old. The baby monkey has spent its entire life with humans. The only friend he has ever had is a stuffed orangutan. And he's now suddenly dropped into a group of 60 monkeys who have their own rules, their own hierarchy, their own way of doing things. It went about as well as you'd expect. The other monkeys didn't accept him, not even close. He smelled wrong, like humans, not like them. His fur looked different. He couldn't make the right sounds. He didn't understand the social rules, who to approach, who to avoid, when to back down. And monkeys aren't exactly gentle about enforcing those rules either. He got scolded, pushed around. Older monkeys would snap at him when he got too close. Even when he tried to play with the younger ones, their mothers would step in and shove him away. One clip that went viral showed an adult monkey actually dragging Punch across the ground. The zoo later explained that it was a mother who thought Punch was being rough with her baby. She was basically telling him, "Stay away from my kid." And every single time it happened, Punch did the same thing. He ran back to his plushie. He'd grab Oran Mama, hold her tight, and just sit there. Sometimes he'd hide behind her, this tiny monkey, sitting alone in a corner of an enclosure full of his own kind, hugging a stuffed animal, because it was the only thing in the world that made him feel safe. The Ichikawa City Zoo had been posting updates about Punch on their official account, mostly in Japanese. Once the internet took notice, people started sharing them, translating them, and adding captions. Soon enough, Punch is all over social media. People are posting things like hang in there Punch, Ganbear Punch, 3 days in a row crying over Punch. This monkey is uniting the world in a time when the internet is mostly arguing about something. Here was this one story that everyone, regardless of country, language, ethnicity, could agree on. We all want Punch to be happy. Since then, the zoo has started seeing crowds never experienced before. Lines stretched from the entrance all the way down the street. The staff put out a statement saying they were completely stunned by the unprecedented turnout. They had to start preparing extra crowd management. Now Ikea has joined in too. The stuffed orange toy is Ikea's product. The Djungelskog orangutan, $20, available in the kids section, probably sitting on a shelf between a wooden train set and some Swedish meatball-scented candle. Ikea is now donating replacement orangutan plushies to Punch because the original Oran Mama was starting to show some serious wear and tear from being dragged around every day. Now, was it a good PR for Ikea? Absolutely. You literally cannot buy this kind of brand moment. But honestly, who cares? It felt genuine, and for Punch, it meant he'd never run out of something to hold on to. But the real question everyone was asking wasn't about plushies or PR. Was Punch going to be okay? After weeks of struggling, things have started to shift for the better. The zoo had been posting regular updates on X. In the last few weeks, Punch has begun to make small connections. The zoo wrote that he was gradually making connections and interactions with the troop. A few days ago, the zoo posted another update. Punch had been interacting with more monkeys. He was still getting scolded sometimes, still breaking rules he didn't know existed. But the zoo said he was learning the rules of the group. He was figuring it out. Then came the moment that really gave people hope. An older monkey in the troop started grooming Punch. If you don't know much about macaques, grooming is a big deal. It's how they build bonds. It's how they say, "You're one of us." And here was this older monkey, picking through Punch's fur, accepting him in the most monkey way possible. On top of that, Punch was spotted playing with other baby macaques in the troop. Actual play, not being chased away, not being scolded, just being a little monkey hanging out with other little monkeys. Now, is Punch fully accepted? Not yet. The zoo has been careful to say that it's still a work in progress. He still retreats to his plushie sometimes. He still has rough days. Integration like this takes time, especially for a monkey who spent his first 6 months with only humans for company. But slowly, Punch is finding his place. And Oran Mama, she's still right there. A little more beaten up, maybe a little less needed than before, but right there. So that's the story of Punch, a baby monkey who was abandoned at birth, raised by humans, rejected by his troop, and found comfort in a $20 stuffed orangutan. As of right now, Punch is still at Ichikawa City Zoo, still figuring things out one day at a time. Some days are good, some days are rough, but he's making progress, and he's got an entire planet cheering him on. If you want to follow his journey, the Ichikawa City Zoo posts regular updates on their X account. I'll drop the link in the description below. Fair warning, you will cry. And hey, if this story made you feel something, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with someone who might need a little reminder today that even in the toughest starts, love can make all the difference. Hang in there, Punch. We're all rooting for you.